Hey guys and gals, let's continue on with the car transporter truck with sports cars by Lego City. This is set number 60408, contains 650 bricks, retails for $99.99, and this set was provided by the Lego Group for early review. And yes, I have to read that off on every video, or all the videos that Lego sends me product. So today we are going to be working on that, well, part of it anyways. Now, if you remember in the last installment, we did do bags 1, 2, and 3, which essentially does all the vehicles here. So it does all these. So we don't need those building guides anymore. We've got still 6 bags remaining, and we only have 1 sticker left. And so far, it's a collaborative build. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pull out bags 4, 5, and 6. Hoping I can find them here. I got that. And then 7, 8, 9 we'll save for the last installment. Now we also get minifigures. I already took my thumbnail. And this is essentially what we have here that we've done. And these are really nice cars for what they are. And they're all scaled for figures. So just imagine dropping these in your city, pretty much what it is. Now let's put the cars back in their parking position, because we probably won't need these for a while, because now we're going to be working on the vehicle, the car transporter truck. And yeah, let's get the booklet here. And so this is essentially what we're going to be doing now. So I'm going to do this installment with 4, 5, and 6, and the last installment 7, 8, and 9. And it makes it a lot easier and stuff like that. Well, let's begin with bag 4, and yeah, we're going to have to use the hand again to drop things out of from outer space. So, lots of bags in here, and oh, wait a minute. I just read one of the things wrong on here. It's not 650 bricks. It's... Let me look here. Let me make sure. That's insider points. What was the piece count on this again? Like, are you hiding things? It doesn't even have the piece count on this. Well, I don't know. So, I'll have to redact that out of there. It doesn't even tell me the part count anymore. Lego, are we hiding things? Let's see here. Yeah, well, I have it written down, and I don't want to drag this video out longer than it is. Alright. And somebody should be up. But I guess a lot of kids today are staying up later, and they go to school and sleep all day. I don't know. Me and a colleague of mine were talking. He's a a teacher at one of our local schools. And he goes, "What's with the kids today? They don't care anymore." I said, "I don't know." I said, "I don't know," but I said, when they come in and ask for a job, I'm like, "Well, what's your experience?" And they kind of look at me funny. And the other day, he was telling me about a kid that was failing wood shop. And I thought, what? Failing wood shop. I'm like, dude, isn't that just a participation class? He goes, yeah, exactly. I said you wouldn't even have to have a pulse if you're failing. He goes, oh, this kid just sits there all day, taking up space. I'm like, oh yeah, I can see that. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just, I'm glad I got out of the teaching gig, because it was kind of, I don't know. But yeah, it's one of those things. But oh, wait a minute, I put this in the wrong spot. Yeah, but that was just something kind of off to the side that was on my mind. Oh, we've seen these before. Okay, so back to the build. And for the most part, I'm pretty pleased with the set. It's not something that's boring or whatever. It's pretty fun, actually, to assemble. And I forgot to put the minifigure together. Does he have a tool, or we just slowly find his parts? Oh, he's got a wig. I think that's Jay the Imposter. I found the hat so far, and there's the legs, so we'll piece him together slowly. But yeah, I'm trying to get done with all these set reviews real quick because I want to do some other stuff in my spare time. I hadn't even worked on the campgrounds. I've been kind of wrapped up with set reviews, so I need to get that going. I need to start setting some space and some time and just kind of work on that, and maybe just do it in between builds or something. It's just like some of these big sets, it's big and I got to get it done. But so far I've been pretty happy. Oh, and yeah, by the way, the score on this is a 9, just because we've been finding scratched parts in the set. And I'm just like, Lego, that's what's killing your sets right now, is the quality control is going bad. And I'm tired of looking at, I get a set with the windshield and it's got so many gouges in it, they may as well just send me a solid color at that point. And right now I'm processing a review. I did work on a tutorial. It's a small one, but I got it done. And I got a couple more tutorials I'd like to work on. So I'm going to eventually get to that. I'm already working on tutorials for 2025, but if I find something that I like that may fit better this year, I will. I already have one that I thought, I'm going to post it next year. Oh no, I'm going to use it this year. So that's pretty much what I've been doing. I'm finding places to fit tutorials. That's what I'm doing. I did read one of your comments that you're using these as tutorials, and you know, and I've always said these are not meant to be construed as tutorials, but more and more, maybe it is a tutorial. Maybe I'm seeing things a little differently or something. I don't know, but if you find these videos helpful, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. I thought those were headlights, but it's something else. Or I bet you, I think we're going backwards on these here. Like that. And roller skates. Alright, we found Jay the Surfer's hair. So if you got this set, there you go. Oh, he's got it done. And it looks like that's a silver metallic. I had to look and see. Oh, there's the head, so we can put him together, huh? There we go. And yeah, so whoever gets this set, I think you're going to have a really fun time building it. The cars were fun. I could see the set being built with a family, so I think this would be really good. My family doesn't like Lego, so I can't really base it off that, but if it's broken down enough, I can do that. And let's see, and these are the low profile ones. Now we got them in gray. Hey, I'll take those. Dude, you got school tomorrow. You need to be in bed. I don't think these go on just yet. What am I doing? And I don't know. I have work. Today is the 13th of May, 2024. And I got a bunch of personal stuff going on right now. And this week is going to be very rough for me. Probably the next few weeks. I'm still going to do Lego as much as I can, because this is my stress reliever. I've seen some YouTubers where Lego YouTubers, where something, you know, tragic happens in their lives, you see them just go, some of you will get the reference. They'll go retro chat on us. And yes, I am in the electronics community too, and if you're in there, you know who retro chat is, and you just drop off the face of the earth. And you know, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to work on things, and yeah. Oh, they're using these as a trailer hitch? That'd be kind of interesting. But for the most part, I am happy with this set. Yeah, this is using that for a bumper is not a bad idea. Well, somebody lost their head. Let me get that. I need to get it. Okay, I'm getting kind of fed up here, and somebody's beating on something in the next room, and if I have to get up, I turn off the internet for a whole day. But I turn it off for that one room. I won't punish everybody else. Jay, you sound like a mean uncle. No, I value education a little differently. Okay, they're using these here, so we got 4 of them right here. Oh, okay. Now, if you want to learn how to build your own cars, Lego City sets like this are good ways to learn different building strategies and techniques. I think a lot of us learn how to build cars is what Lego does. I'm not a cars person by any means, but Lego makes this stuff where you can build it. So it's not hard. And we got to build 2 of these. And dude, your grandmother's in bed. Don't be waking her up. You can hear it from both of us. Oh man, kids. I want to be a kid again. Matter of fact, they're bringing a new TV channel this summer that's going to show classic tunes, and I thought, yes, you know what I'll be doing? Be watching the classic tunes channel. Probably be riddled with commercials. So. And it's over the air too. You don't have to have cable. Well, here in the States anyway, you've probably already heard about it. But oh, speaking, I saw the aurora lights. It was very faint in my area, which was really cool. In order to really see it, you had to use your phone. But I thought, man, that's so cool to see. Gotta go like this. Because we don't ever see this stuff out here that often. And for some reason, it was a pretty clear night. It was a nice, pretty purple with a little hint of green. Hold on. Did I put that in the wrong place? Alright, this is the back. So let's start with the back here first. Alright, now I know where to start at. So I saw the aurora lights, I thought, oh man, now imagine if I was up in the mountains. We'd be really in for a treat. I'd get the camera out and just record it. I would try to record it with my camera, I'm afraid it would just come out really blotchy. Okay, we're using these for the brake lights. Yeah, I like these parts here. I'll show you. That's what these are right here. They're really nice to have. Use those for sports cars or something, but those are really good. I know there's some out there who hate the new parts, but Lego's got their act together on new pieces because for me personally, growing up with a very limited color palette and part palette for that matter, it's nice to just see new stuff, you know. I don't know what the roller skates are for. Is something we're going to see or something like that? Or maybe it's an engine, an inline diesel. I don't know. I'm not really smart with cars. Oh yeah, out here they're banning homework. And oh man, the kids are going to be so in trouble next year when they go to college. I'm gonna find out it's not what you think. You're going from 0 homework up to like tons of research. My nephew will ask me, well, how is research? Is it hard? I'm like, no, you just have to do it. Is it boring? And I looked at him honestly. I'm like, yeah, it is. All right, we're gonna start putting this guy together now. His head keeps rolling around, but the research stuff, yeah, it gets to be to you. He's got this hat here. I think he looks better with the hat than this, so we'll leave that off. What, no John Connor hair for this guy? He'd look good with curtains. Yeah, one said I did. It had a John Connor hair in there, and I thought, oh man, I remember all of those guys having that. And yeah, and that's pretty much it for bag 4. And that was a real quick one there. We still haven't got to that sticker yet. Maybe bags 4, 5, and 6 finish up the vehicle, but that's what we have there. Alright, let's move on to bag 5. So bag 4 just does the chassis and lower body. Okay. Honestly, I like this dark azure. This makes a good vehicle color. Ooh, we got more of these. Man, you got a lot of these metallic rims in this set. I've been kind of wanting to build more vehicles using those. So yeah, this one's got it. One of these panel pieces too. I need to get a couple of these. I wish they had them in different colors. In fact, I wish they made one where you can, it's just high enough to have a minifigure sit by it. Uh-oh, how bad. Just a bunch of, looks like it's just smudges. Alright, that's fine, Lego. Now the only problem with these windshields is I wish they had just the 2 studs on the corners and have these in the middle, you know, notched out like they do some of the other ones. So I don't know why they don't. I always consider this color is for aviation, and seeing it in there is kind of odd. So we built that little engine up there, and then we cover it up, unless this is meant to be a modular part. So bags 1, 2, and 3 are separate, and then we have bag 4 and 5. Looks like it's possibly this, but if it's separatable, we'll find out. Let's see here. That'd make a great piece for a vehicle, like a camper. Got some tires. These are slightly bigger. I don't know if I have any of these. Comes with 6. And I don't really ever order tires, but if it's something pretty interesting, I may order them. I'm just putting all the round stuff over here, so it's like the manual is trying to eat them. I'm looking for a modern, here it is, I'm looking for this type of plate here. There, right in there. Okay, so this actually is going to hinge like that. Okay, well now we know what that's going to do. It's like, well, why do we put that there? Well, that's why. Lego, are we going to sit 2 minifigures side by side? Really? Hope so. Maybe we have some new doors in here we could use. Yeah, but I'm trying to, I got a bunch of these sets I'd like to just get done real quick. Get back onto the campground. Who wants to go camping? Oh, there's a tube on the bottom. Like, what, is that going to sit in there? All right. Let's see. Hoping you could still see what I'm doing. Yes. I know my nephew saw one of the other sets that I reviewed, goes, "Oh, this looks really cool." I said, "Oh, it's a nice set." Yeah, I was like, Lego's gotten better. I said, "Yeah, they've gotten better at making, certain sets and stuff, that kind of thing." And I was like, "Yeah." I said, "They're better than what I was when I was a kid. When I was a kid, we didn't have all these cool pieces." I said, "No, we do." Yeah, pretty much what that is there. I said, now it's these sets now are just getting more advanced. Well, that's really snotted together. Yeah, the other day it was Mother's Day. Gave my mom her gift. I forgot to give her a hug, but I think we should just make that a routine in my house. Just, you never know. After my dad's passing, I don't take that too lightly anymore. Oh, that's printed. Some medical supplies. Goes right there, and then there's a fire extinguisher. You can always use those. You never know. The cars that don't have gas in them could explode. So far, oh, Lego. This nice vehicle, and you got this little dinky thing in there. Yeah, Lego, what are you doing here? Why don't you just put the good stuff in here? I build vehicles that are like that. I'm kind of curious to see how the minifigures are going to sit in here. Obviously they can, but how are we going to cover up that tan stuff? Now I could just cheat and look at the box, but well, that wouldn't be fun. So does this thing still hinge? Let me get this in here. I bet you this thing could be modular. It might be. Now I have to run through it too because I may forget some features in here, so I got to remind myself. Like, okay, the cab swings forward. It's pretty realistic the way it's set up, so it's not like it's lame by any means. But for the most part, so far, I've been happy with city sets. They're nothing bad. You're not getting a horrible build, except for the parts being all scratched. But it's not too bad. That's not a bad way to do the dashboard right there. Just round that off. And we have an instrument cluster here that I can't find. There it is, and that is printed. And it goes right here. Yeah. I like those printed pieces. I'm hoping to find a few more. I think this is going to be a nice truck to just put on display. Okay, so I can start seeing we're getting a pattern going here. Sometimes these parts, they don't like going on. No, I don't have arthritis yet, but if I do, it would be very painful to get that on there. It's a Lego hobbyist's worst nightmare. Okay, be very careful. Hold this right in the middle here and press these down, because you saw what it did. That's what it does right there. It's better than having a sticker put on the front. I think we'll be using that sticker here before you know it. Lots of pieces, lots of small pieces. This has got a lot of detail for what it is. So I'm pretty satisfied. Now, like I said, I'm not like a connoisseur or anything, but so far, I mean, I've said it a million times that I'm happy with this one here. This is a winner. I think this is going to look good in somebody's Lego City. Just sits in there and... Okay, so we are having minifigure. Oh, that's a nice way to do that. Just set the tiles on the side. So what would you guys say? This is probably a 7-stud wide car? A vehicle? So that's how you do it. Somebody had said, well, why don't they just make doors? I wish they would make some doors that would fit around those. It would be nice, but they don't. So this is meant for minifigures. This is meant for play. This is meant for somebody to sit and play with. This is a playable model. There you go. We still got those studs there open, but hey, you know. And I say positive reviews, you know. Yes, Lego sends this stuff to me for review, but it's my personal time being invested with it. And just to get a set like this, that it's fun to put together. Now, I would have used either a transparent brown, black, or clear, but blue would not have really worked with this. Blue is good for aviation, but well, I guess it's what they had at the time. Maybe they're using up old resources. And then I've done that a few times here. Looks pretty good. Lots of room inside that cab. I'm sorry if the light's not on. I'm processing another video right now. I got a lot of work to do today. So I got a bunch of meetings. I'm doing everything remotely right now due to my situation. And all right, we are missing a part. All right, the first thing I do before I point fingers. Did I put it in the wrong spot? Yes, I did. That is not supposed to be there. Whoops, my bad. I could filter that out, or to do what some people do is reshoot the whole scene. Well, that wouldn't do you the viewer any good. It just tells me I got to pay attention more, huh? I am ready for a nice long hiking camping trip. I may end up just putting my I have one of these awnings that you can pop up that's screened in. I may put that up and just sleep outside over the summer. Sleep in my backyard. And now we use sticker numbers 1. This is the last sticker. So the rest of it you will have to see stickers. Now put them on this stuff is going to be tough. So I was hoping I'm hoping to get this on there pretty straight. Now I almost got it in the center. And boy, that blue is a little different there. Yeah, well, we know I'm going to rip that off when I'm done. But this is a good start here if you want to get into making semis. I may use this building plan here and just kind of come up with my own idea. And this goes right on the top. Oh, it is supposed to hang over, okay. And for the most part, that's what it is. Now, if this was built, could you build this separately? Let's see if I can pop that off. Yes, so one could build just this piece, and then you're done, you put it on here. This would make a great part for a motorhome or something. And that's what we have remaining. And yeah, so I'd say so far up to 5 people can build this set. You know, it's not too bad. And we don't need that anymore. And that's what we have remaining for bag 5. Oh, and I almost forgot here. Forgot to put the wheels on this. Yeah, so I'll put those on there real quick. And wow, Lego, we actually have we have the lug nuts. No. Alright. Be very careful. These have the lug nuts, these have the spokes in the front. Now you could do it any way you want. It's your Lego set. You can do it as you wish. So make sure the tires are on there really good. I'm going to see if I can get some more of those tires. Just pop them on there, and I'm going to put the spokes on here first. We'll do the lug nuts last. I thought, oh, I'm almost done here. And I got one more bag left to do in this installment. I'm not going to do this all in one sitting because I'm getting tired, but I'm going to just, say that. Yeah, that's why we need to get a plate. And yeah, it's not too bad. Put that together there. I mean, you could probably still drive it like that, but man, this is looking really good for what it is. For a city set, I like these city sets. Their city sets are getting overpriced in a way, but I think this one's retail for $100. And you are getting what you're paying for here, and there you go. Okay, now we can move on to bag 6. And I'm not sure what we're doing right now. Let's park this thing over here. So everything so far is broken down to where you can build with a friend. You can build with several friends. This would make a great family set to build. If I can get my family into this stuff, we would have a lot of fun. Don't roll off. Alright. Alright, and it tells you here how to take it apart. Oh, and how to work on the engine too. That's cool. We already know about that. I think bags 6 through 9 are going to be building this. But we're not doing the whole thing in one sitting, so it's easier to edit smaller files that I found out. So yeah, I'm hoping to get some more of this nice dark azure. Good enough parts to make a vehicle would be really cool. Okay, I need another one of those palisade bricks, and that's kind of rare to see. 2x4 bricks, especially in lime green in here. Yeah, I still remember one of my fans years ago commented on one of my videos, said I sounded like his dad that's no longer with him. And said his dad used to do all the Lego stuff. I know if I had kids, this like I said, this would be like our thing to do. Oh, wait a minute, I've never seen these before. That's one piece. It's like one of those bigger ones. They're smaller. You got 2 of them. That'd be a good piece to have. I don't know what maybe for trains, but okay. I'm missing this one here. Where is it at? Or did I pass it up? Probably. Yeah, it was buried. I have so many of these in that gray color. I'm trying to find a different type of gray, but making sure I'm still recording. Yeah. I'm trying to just get a bunch of these videos done. Just because I really kind of want to enjoy my summer this year. And I know to some, doing the Lego set reviews, as relaxing it is, but I really want to spend more time with my family is very small, and after all this, I really want to spend time with my family because, you know, I don't want to just be doing Lego. If I can get them into Lego, it'd be kind of cool. All right, and then we can all put stuff together and have fun. All right, so we have to get this, and there's 2 of these we got to assemble, so I'm going to just do these. And they're joined with a 4x6 plate. So, oh boy, Lego did not go short on the detail on this set at all. I remember for the longest time we were trying to get my dad into Minecraft, and he wouldn't do it. He's like, I don't know how to play. I'm like, we'll show you. This is when my nephew was real little. This is before my dad had all the health issues. And it's like, come on, just play. Try to get him into Pokemon Go, and he didn't want to do anything with that either. Oh, that's for kids. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm playing it. Yeah, I still play it to this day. Alright, this goes back here with the white plates in the back. Alright. Well, let me go fish that off the floor. Alright. Yeah, when you start a new, anytime you start a new bag, it's always hectic for a while. And then pretty soon we kind of go down on the parts. All right. I did listen to the scenic sounds. You could barely hear them, but I noticed it wasn't so quiet in here. Oh, we wanted to play some songs at my dad's funeral. The coordinator there says they have to get permission first because of copyright. Okay. And they contact us later on and says, oh, we can't allow it. So if you think you're getting a copyright strike on YouTube, no, they do it in cemeteries too. I mean, would they be able to find out? Not really. It's not like it's televised or anything, but I thought, you're kidding me, right? We spent like an hour putting together a playlist because we get my dad's favorites and stuff like that. Nothing depressing. It was all upbeat stuff that he liked back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Or 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. And oh, no, we can't play this. It's copyrighted. And I'm like, you're kidding me. I thought that was only on YouTube, but no. These record companies and musicians have got to be, for better terms, I'm just going to keep it clean here. They've been getting so greedy. And I don't understand it, but I was like, okay, thanks for letting us know. So, and then these are the same musicians. Nobody's buying our music. Well, yeah, I mean, you dug yourself a grave. Now you got to get yourself out of it. Now you got a deep hole you're going to have to get out of that. But nobody's buying our music. I'm like, yeah, well, cry me a river. You know, it just, YouTube does it. Everybody does it now. These musicians that got to, and record companies, movie companies have gotten so picky on where their stuff is going. They just kind of, they end up hurting themselves. And I'm just like, no, just it's worth it. Okay, and my mom's like, I don't want them playing that depressing stuff at the funeral. I said, you need to just tell them, no, don't do it. Just don't. I said, if they don't want it, I said, we're not allowed to play what we want there. Nothing had any bad lyrics or anything like that, but I said, if they won't allow it just because of copyright, I said, I understand it. They don't want to get any legal troubles. I said, and that's just fine by me. But then I got to thinking, though, what's to stop anybody from playing it loud in their neighborhood where all the other neighbors hear it? Is that considered a copyright infringement? So if you're a musician right now watching this and you're signed under a record deal, naughty, naughty, naughty. We just won't play your music. We won't even buy it. It's like me writing up a piece of software and somebody uses it for educational use without a correct license. You know. Ooh, lime green 1x8s. These are kind of rare for me. Ooh, these colors go together really nice. You know, I just thought of a game. If anybody's ever played it, it had little plastic blocks you'd put in. And I think it was called Concentration or something like that. I can't remember the names. Where you put the little, they're like stars and moons and stuff like that. You had to put them in there, and there was a timer. And you had to be fast. If you weren't fast, the table would pop up and all the pieces come out of the holes, and you'd have to start all over again. And I was thinking about that game today. I thought that'd be kind of cool. Lego's got all the colors and stuff. I bet you could probably make something like that. The timing mechanism would be kind of weird, but it would be kind of cool to do. I'll have to see if that game's even around. Yeah, these are kind of a useful brick here, the Technic brick that has the plate on it. And I don't use them for any of my stuff because they're still pretty new. Oh yeah, by the way, guys and gals, I'm starting to use more of the newer parts now. So like 1x5 plates, 3x3 plates will be more of a common item in my builds. So, sorry, but I can't build any more. I usually get these comments from time to time. Well, Jay, that's pretty basic. I don't want to build something like that. Well, why don't you use common parts? I can use common parts, but then again, that wouldn't be too fun. Yeah, so far this trailer's looking pretty good. And we're pretty much going to have to cover this thing up with plates, starting with that right there. Yeah, at least it's better than a bunch of 1x1s. Alright, I'm going to put all this here. And then this. Half of a stop sign. There we go. Okay, so we got that done. Well, this thing sure got a lot of bright colors in it, including these. Doesn't look like it. The tray looks like it's mostly azure, or dark azure, but just these right here, it's like, well, that seems sure brightly colored. Tells me this thing's just meant to fit in here. Probably all going to get covered up. I like these squashed 1x1 bricks. They're pretty cool. Or 1x1 by 2/3 plate. Depends on how you look at them. And we're starting to cover up the green, and then this goes in here. That's as far as it goes, so we've got a hole there. And I forgot to put the friction pins in these holes. Let's put those in real quick. I think we're building some more support here, so There we go. Well, we're getting there. We're getting a little sturdy here. The thing I like about Technic bricks, I had a buddy of mine that sold all his Technic off, or gives it away. I'm like, why? I keep it. It's good for making chassis. If he needs it, he buys it. But I'm like, I would have still kept a lot of that. I think that goes there. No, it's not supposed to go there. I was jumping the gun. Okay, we'll have to pull that out. I think that pin stays in there. Alright, so that was my bad. I made that mistake. I'm proud of my boo-boos. And then... and there we go. Alright, so this, pretty rigid. It's almost like building one of my bus tutorials or motorhomes. It's pretty much the same methods we use. And this goes in here. No, it goes like this. I was gonna say this trailer felt kind of flimsy, but no, that's now. Well, now we know that comes apart. Okay, don't pick it up. If you get it down somewhere, keep it flat. So what I'm going to do, it'd been easier if I can attach it to the bottom here. Oh, see, be careful now. It just did something very weird. This just came undone. So, let's try that again here. This is not really meant for ease of installation. Keep it down on the table. And we're going to set this in here. Now you see I'm having a hard time lining this up. I'm picking it up now just to really make sure it's mushed. All the studs are mushed in the tubes. Shouldn't there have been a plate in that hole? Let me look. Yeah. Let's put a plate in this hole right here. Would we have noticed that? No. But I will know. So I'm just going to wiggle it loose a little bit and just slide it in there like that. There we go. No one will know we did that. There we go. And we have a bunch of stuff here going on in the back. I got a bunch of extra plates, so I might have forgot some more here than I thought. Must be for the mud flaps back here, but what did these go to? We have extra pieces, and I got to backtrack and find out what they go to. Hope it's not something that's buried that I'm going to have to rip apart to get to. We got two 1x2 plates. Oh, we got lucky. They go right here. So we'll stick those in there. So essentially, bag 6 does the chassis of the trailer. And that is what we have remaining there for bag 6. And you know what? Let me get that sticker sheet that I had. And use that for the bookmark. Yeah, that's what we did right down there. We haven't got to the fun stuff yet. And yeah, for the most part, putting this together was a bit of a chore here, but then it's not too bad. That could have been my error. I'm not going to take out of for that. I'm just going to say still this is probably a 9. The reason being is because those were my mistakes. Nothing catastrophic fell off of it. And yeah, so basically what we're looking at here, I got to do my thumbnail here in a little bit. You know, we'll keep it like that there. Put our minifigure back here. And yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do here for this. So the next installment, well, the final installment, we're going to do bag 7, 8, 9, which pretty much finishes this up, and we get to put it all together. I can't wait to see what this looks like. It looks pretty cool. Tell me what you think so far.